Oh Superman, where are you now? Hello folks, my name's Jace Insane. It's March 22nd, 2020, and today I'm going to be talking about something that's so serious that I'm going to have to put on my superhero suit. Let me just get this on. There's something in my boot. What the hell is that? What the hell? What's wrong with this thing? It's alright, I got it. What is my tape crooked? Hold on. Alright, I got it. Oy. 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 Alright. A few days ago, I was posting a comment on every COVID-19 video I could find, and this was the comment I posted. 8 months of global lockdown would send us back to the Stone Age. The cost would far exceed the rewards of such a quarantine. The number of people who would die if COVID-19 went unattended to would be nothing compared to the number of people who would die from 8 months of this retarded nonsense. This would make a great chain message, wouldn't it? Too bad this website's terms probably prohibit me from suggesting that you send it to at least 3 other people immediately and tell them to do the same. So I won't. But just think, if it reached everyone on the planet, maybe there would be enough rational minds to stop this, and the last word is spelled S-H exclamation point T. Well, I was posting this on every single COVID-19 video I could get to. I think I posted it on every video for, a lot of major cities in the U.S., as many as I could get to in time. And I posted it on the videos for other major countries that have been affected. Well, my YouTube channel got suspended and got locked out. And so I sent a letter in, or sent a request in to reactivate my account, explaining that if you read my comments, you'll see that there was nothing in my comments which was in any way contrary to your terms in your user agreement. So I got my YouTube channel back, so here I am, and I just wanted to go over a few things with you. I've been looking at some stuff, researching this, because I got a lot of time on my hands, and I've stocked up on canned food, and I'm eating about 2 cans a day to save money. So my friend Jenna sent me this link for a YouTube video. It's called Stunning Insights into the Corona Panic by Dr. Wolfgang Wodarg. Now that's spelled wolf, and then gang is one word, and then W-O-D-R-G, no, I'm sorry, W-O-D-R-G, I think. It's spelled W-O-D-A-R-G. I'm pretty sure that's right, but you'll find it. And it's in German, but it has subtitles. The video is interesting because it seems like this Dr. Wodarg is is convinced that this virus is all hype, that it's not much different than the flu virus. It's just been hyped up same way. Well, you know, the emperor with the Emperor's New Clothes was hyped up, and so I did some research online, and there's an article published by the American Medical Association on January 23rd, 2020, titled "Corona Infections More Than Just the Common Cold." And it says in the very first line of the article, human coronavirus have long been considered inconsequential pathogens causing the common cold in otherwise healthy people. Of course, they're arguing that it's somehow different than the common cold. And the CDC lists the following viruses as the cause of the common cold. I guess the most common one would be the rhinovirus. I guess maybe that's because you catch it from rhinos instead of bats. I don't know. And the respiratory syncytial. I don't know how to pronounce this stuff. You have to correct me in the comments below when you like and subscribe. Human parainfluenza. Sounds like the flu. Viruses. Human parainfluenza viruses. Adenovirus. Human coronavirus. And human it's pneumonia. I'm pretty sure it's pneumonia. Metapneumovirus. And Wikipedia says the World Health Organization was formed in 1948. This is interesting. Its parent organization is the United Nations Economic and Social Council. Its objective is the attainment by all people of the highest possible level of health. Wow. I'm glad they asked us first for our permission. And let's see. Now, many sources on the internet say that it is not known yet if COVID-19 is more deadly than the flu. Well, that was really troubling to me when I found that out because, well, we've turned the whole world upside down for a virus. We're not sure whether it's more deadly than the flu. So I did some research. I wanted to see the numbers because it's confusing. They talk about death rates, but I mean, don't you have to take into consideration how long the person's had the disease? I mean, and I've been looking on the CDC website, and I can't find much in the way of figures. So I had to put a bunch of stuff together. Okay, first of all, the CDC says that 23,000 to 59,000 flu deaths occurred worldwide from October 1, 2019 through March 14, 2020. The Census Bureau says the number of people on Earth on January 1, 2020 was 7,621 million and then some change. So it's 76, don't ask me to say this like the way it's supposed to be said. I'm just going to give you the number 7,621,018,958. I don't know how they say that. I can't think of that right now. I'm not that great with math. So October 1, 2019 to March 14th, 2020 equals 169 days. The number of flu deaths was 23,000 in if the number of, we're going to go with the lower figure here. If the number of flu deaths was 23,000 in this time frame, then 23,000 deaths divided by 169 days gives an average death rate of 136.9 deaths per day. All right. If the number of flu deaths was 59,000 in this time frame, then we have 59,000 deaths divided by 169 days. And that would bring the average death rate to 349.11 deaths per day from the flu. worldwide. If we average those two rates, we get an average flu death rate of 242.6 deaths per day. Now, if I get my math wrong, correct me on this. Please check these websites and correct me. Let me know in the comments below after you like and subscribe. I'll be more than happy to make a correction. I want to get this right. I want to be analytical about this. Now, for the figures for COVID-19, for those number of deaths, I couldn't find it on the CDC website. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place. Maybe you can tell me where to find it. If the CDC is watching this, would you please tell me where to find it? But I had to go to www.worldmeters.info says there. I'm sorry, www.worldmeters.info, and what they say is there were 13,050 COVID-19 deaths worldwide during the time period of January 1, 2020 through March 17, 2020. This period of time is 77 days, if I'm doing my math right. So the average COVID-19 death rate can be calculated by dividing 13,050 deaths divided by 77 days, and we get an average death rate of 169.48 deaths per day. Now, compare that 169.48 deaths per day to the 242.6 deaths per day for the flu virus. I mean, I'm not a scientist or a doctor that works on this. I have no credentials in this field. But just as a layperson who knows a little bit of algebra, this is striking to me. And, well, I suppose it could be argued, but it's a new virus. We don't have much data on it, so of course the death rate's going to be, per day is going to be lower because it hasn't spread to as many people. And we should wait some time before we'll know the answer. But there's the thing. If we don't know the answer, why the hell are you going to put the whole world on friggin' lockdown? It doesn't seem to me that there's a scientific reason for doing this. That can mean there's only a political reason for doing this. Hello? Hello, people? Wake up! So, one's got to wonder, why is this happening? Now, I don't want to come up with any conspiracy theories, and I don't want people labeling me as a quack. But I gotta wonder, what was it, 10 years ago or a few years ago, people were telling us that, the earth would be out of supplies, we'd be depleted. There wouldn't be anything left. There would be bedlam, people would be eating each other. And I think, if I was one of these rich bankers that controls, the monetary transactions of the world, has major influence on the economies of the world economy. If I heard this news 10 years ago, and I was a sociopath, well, what would I do to protect my family and keep the masses from eating them when they get hungry? Well, it was a pretty easy decision for me. If I was a sociopath, well, I'd come up with a virus. Well, not a too bad virus. It would be a virus that would just make people afraid. And then you see, I'd put them all under quarantine and tell them it was for their own good. I wouldn't let them congregate. I'd tell them that's for their own good, because if they could congregate, they could protest. If they could protest, they could revolt. We wouldn't want that, because then they'd be putting our heads on pikes and parading us around the various cities of the world. All right, so what I would do is I'd put them under permanent quarantine, and I'd let them eat each other. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Leave your comments, let me know what you think, and remember, the king is naked.